Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy New Year, and let's talk about Doctor Who. Doctor Who Resolution, the brand new New Year's special that we just watched, right? Well, I have, and I've watched it a few days late, but yeah, regardless, let's talk about what do we think about this episode. Well, I honestly think this is the best Jodie Whittaker episode so far. And I'm not just saying that because, it's a special, and it's the latest one, and it's got a Dalek in it. Although all these factors did help. They did. But I honestly believe she deserves all the love and support and appreciation that she can have as the Doctor, because she is just incredible. As always, I've mentioned this in pretty much every single episodic review I've done for these episodes, and this episode is no exception. She was amazing in it. The cast around her are also very good, and it really does feel like this episode gave the cast some time to breathe. It's like the first season there was a little bit of a stress among the cast that sort of went away with each passing episode. But in this episode, now they all feel comfortable in their respective roles. They all feel like they belong in this universe, and they all feel like they're a part of this show, and not just the newcomers, because really, in this specific season, they just erased all the previous cast members and started fresh for a new TARDIS, a new sonic screwdriver, new crew, new Doctor, new showrunner, new everything. And yeah, it kind of takes some getting used to. A lot of other Doctors' first seasons are commonly looked on as not really the best, but this episode, I think, cements this crew, not just the cast, but also the crew behind the scenes, as staples of the show that will continue to endure for many, many years to come. Like I said, the cast of the companions, Graham and Ryan, they were amazing as usual. Unfortunately, they still somehow don't give enough material for Yaz to work with. And it's a shame because Amanda Gill is a really good actress. She's doing what she needs to do in this role, except she doesn't really do all that much, and it's annoying. It's annoying when you have an extra wheel that really doesn't need to be there. In some episodes, they use her right and properly, but in most episodes, she's just there as an extra. And it's sad and annoying, but it happens, and unfortunately it happened in this episode as well. Graham looked like he had some fun. It looked like he had some resolutions to get through, as the name of the episode suggests. Keep in mind, the last time we saw him on screen, he did just meet the person that is responsible for the death of his wife, and he kind of did get his revenge on the guy. But Ryan, this was definitely Ryan's episode as far as companions go. Meeting his dad for the first time, he's been teased with his father all throughout the season, and it's going to be very interesting to watch the entire season as a whole, and then watch this special just to see all these connections that you missed the first time, but you noticed them the second time. So it's very interesting, and his dad as a character, it worked and had a lot of inner demons to work with, and they could have gone a very generic route with these absent fathers, and they didn't. They actually played that part very well, and I believe the actor did a fantastic job portraying Ryan's father. As far as the other two characters, the male character, I believe, was kind of a waste. He was less of a character, but more of a MacGuffin. The other one, she was amazing. It's not very easy to play the part of the one that's been controlled by a Dalek, but she took it in stride, and she did it perfectly and it worked, and she was amazing. I gotta say, my least favorite part of the episode was when, oh look, the Dalek just destroyed the Wi-Fi, and oh look, there's that family. What are we gonna do now? We gotta have a conversation. No, and come on, really? I mean, I get that technology and all this stuff is sort of controlling our lives right now. I mean, look at me. Instead of enjoying my time off from work, I'm sitting here doing a review video on a TV show that I just watched, rather than just watch it and move on. So I get it, but still, yeah, I think it was a little too much, if you get my meaning. But it was fine. It was there and it was gone, and we could get back to the episode itself. Let's just talk about the man himself, or rather the creature, the Dalek. First of all, every time the Daleks show up, we get a little bit more insight into their mythology and their history. And now we have something new. A reconnaissance Dalek. I never even considered that they just send out Daleks out of Skaro to search other planets to take over. Yeah, I really enjoyed that element. It still doesn't explain why it took them almost 1100 years to fully control planet Earth, but that's completely irrelevant right now. I think the Dalek was handled perfectly. This is exactly how you reintroduce that character to this new Doctor. And it worked on every conceivable level that I could think of. From being out of his shell to controlling the human, I guess reconnaissance Daleks can do that, to even the part where he forced her to build his own armor, and with the Dalek weapon and everything. That was just, I was on the edge of my seat every time the Dalek character was on screen, and he finally showed up in his full armor, the armor that he was able to build in such a short time. I loved it, but then when he said the iconic line, "Exterminate," I gotta be honest with you guys, and I think I've mentioned this before, that every time I hear a Dalek saying that word, I automatically just jump. Well, what happened to me is the remote control to the television was over the way over here, and the second he said "exterminate," I was like, and well, I sort of turned the TV off from reflex. So yeah, that happened. Just to let you guys know just how effective that moment was, where you had the build-up of that Dalek character throughout the entire episode to reach that moment when he shows up and says what he has to say. Mind blown. I've missed the Daleks so much, and it's awesome to see Jodie Whittaker having her own Dalek story. Here's hoping that we get to see some Cybermen, some returning characters, a little bit more of the Doctor Who-ish flavor. And the Dalek itself was amazing. He was a freaking war machine, mowing down soldiers like they were nothing. He destroyed a tank. A Dalek with missiles? Get out of here! So I really enjoyed the way the Dalek was handled in this episode, and it's very refreshing to see the Daleks going back to their roots. They are terrifying creatures that will do anything to survive, and they will destroy entire armies to obtain their ultimate goal. That's what a Dalek is, and I think the Dalek was handled better than several other Daleks were in several previous seasons. I gotta be honest, I got a very strong vibe from Dalek. Not the species, obviously, but the episode. The first episode in the New Who era, where we get to see what the Daleks are. And I gotta be honest, there were a lot of similarities between these two episodes. And, well, it worked for me. So, anyways, guys, I've really enjoyed this episode. I think this is a very strong return for Doctor Who, and it's kind of sad that we're not going to see any new Doctor Who stuff on television, at least until at least next year. But whatever. I mean, hey, at least we got this episode to celebrate it. And so, Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you enjoyed this review. So, Until next time, guys. Hello again, everybody. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel where I do all kinds of weird stuff like showcase all these things, trailer reactions, movie reviews, all kinds of fun stuff. So, until next time, I'll see you guys next time.